Are Chelsea the official best-selling club in the world? What a Monday this is turning out to be already. None of you saw that coming. Even me, I didn't see that coming. Because whenever you have a quiet Sunday, the Monday preceding that is something, you just expect a big news. And that is exactly what has happened today. No Chelsea fans saw that coming. Three big sales on Monday. Wow, I had to put on the Chelsea jersey to let this known that in as much as I criticize the sporting directors, sometimes they deserve a whole lot of credit. And what they've done in sales of these players, they've done an incredible job. In fact, they deserve an applause because what a sale this is. Now we'll start with Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. But first, if you're new to this channel, you know what to do. Join this family, hit the like button, subscribe, very, very important, and always share your thoughts in the comments. It's very important as well. Now, according to Fabrizio this morning, it says, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall to Everton, here we go. I didn't see that coming. But I knew there are some players that would definitely leave. So many players would definitely go because when you are having players like, Xavi Simons coming, Garnacho might come, the likes of Tyreek George will leave, and so many players will leave, Nkunku and the rest, Sterling, so many players, so many deadwood players in the squad had to go. Now, it reads, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall to Everton, here we go. Permanent deal agreed with Chelsea and player side. Understand fee is worth 25 million fixed, plus add-ons up to 28-29 total package. Carney Chukwuemeka, Ugochukwu, and all leaving Chelsea on a permanent deal. When I woke up, I saw 3 deals which are completed or almost completed. Now let's start with Carney Dewsbury-Hall. What a season he has had. Yes, he didn't play so many games with the squad. He didn't really participate so many games in the Premier League. But when it comes to the Conference League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and even the Club World Cup, he made significant impact. I will not forget the goal he scored against Benfica to seal it up for Chelsea. He scored some important goals as well, alright, in the Conference League. This is a player that is very important to the squad as a squad player. He doesn't complain. Anytime he's given minutes, he plays and he makes an impact. He has been played on different positions for Enzo Maresca. Like, he is a utility player. He can play defensive midfield. He can play the number 8. He can play on the wings. He can play number 10. He has played so many positions, in the Conference League, especially when Chelsea lost the likes of João Felix to AC Milan. He deputized in so many positions. So he was a very good signing for me. I would understand the reason why he's been sold. Yes, the likes of Santos is coming in. The likes of Esugo is coming in. He needs to be guaranteed minutes as well. And it's impossible at this point. Because when you have those players coming in, you have to also share minutes to them. They also need to get minutes to play. And at this point, it will be difficult for him to get minutes. So the best thing Chelsea could do was to sell him. Now, was that the right price? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a player who came from Leicester City for 30 million. Spent one season, won the Club World Cup, won the Conference League. And Chelsea are selling him for a total package for 29 million. What a job. What a fantastic job these sporting directors are doing. See, whenever somebody do something, whenever things are being done right, we should always give credit. Whenever things are not going well, then we can criticize. And this is what's going on right now. Now is the time to give credit to the sporting directors. It's not just only about buying these players like the Gittins, the Hatos, the João Pedros. The sales of these players, because in as much as you are buying, you also need to make sales for PSR reasons. You also need to balance the books. So credits to the sporting directors for making these sales happen, and Everton are getting a very, very good player in their hands. I saw their bid rejected late last week for Tyler Diblin. That's also a very good player from Southampton. And right now, they're getting Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, so it's going to be a very, very good signing for them. I think he's going to do well there. He's going to get minutes, definitely. He might even be a starter over there. That is the level I think Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall actually belongs to. Because he is a player that would suit the Everton style. I'm not saying he's not on Chelsea's level, but for you to get consistent minutes, Everton is the kind of club, to go to. Coming from a Leicester City in the Championship at the time, who would play in the Premier League, and you moved all the way to Chelsea with the coach. To me, I wasn't happy with the buy at the time because I thought we didn't need him because of the Gallagher issue. Yes, Gallagher had to leave and Chelsea had to buy him. Those scenarios at the time. But what he has done for Chelsea this season to achieve the set goals and objectives of Chelsea this season, then kudos to him and kudos to the sporting directors for actually bringing him in and letting him go on a good fee. Because it's one thing to buy a player for 30 million and it's another thing to let the player leave for 29 million after a fantastic one season. So kudos to them, and it's a very, very good one. Now let's move on to the next story. According to Fabrizio, it says, after Armando Broja, let's not forget Armando Broja has left the club and has joined Burnley on a permanent deal, I think for 20-25 million, which also was a good deal. Now, after Armando Broja, Lesley Ugochukwu also leaves Chelsea and joins Burnley on a permanent deal. Ugochukwu has also accepted, as David Oyston reported. It was David Oyston who broke this news. Agreement done for both players, with Chelsea going fast on outgoings with Dewsbury-Hall to Everton. After a quiet Monday, a very interesting Monday. After a quiet Sunday, rather, a very interesting Monday. Now, Lesley Ugochukwu has been on loan since he came to Chelsea. He didn't really get enough playing time, and he had to go on loan to Southampton. Southampton unfortunately got relegated. But Chelsea have seen that this signing is not the signing for the Chelsea level. I wonder why Chelsea got him in the first place. Yes, they saw him as an opportunity from Rennes at the time for 25 million. All right? So I think this deal, Chelsea, they are not revealing the price, but I think the price would not be more than 20-25 million, which to me is also a good deal, because coming from Rennes for a whooping for 25 million at the time, 25 million euros, that was about 21 million pounds at the time. Now, for him leaving at the same amount range after, on loan and all of that, I think this is a very good deal. To me, this is a very, very good deal to me. He has not really gotten enough time. And when you have the likes of Santos and Esugo coming in, and you have to share minutes to all of them, and you have the likes of Xavi Simons coming in as well, there's no space for players like this in the squad. To me, I don't think he's a Chelsea level. Even if he's a Chelsea level, he needs time to develop, because he's still a very young player who's about 21, 22 years of age, and living on a permanent deal, because that is what the sporting directors are doing this season, letting players live on a permanent deal. Chelsea doesn't want to have so many players hang around them that they have to be expecting them at the end of the season again, except the ones they have plans for. And if you don't, as Chelsea directors, they know they don't have plans for this, they're letting the game go on a permanent deal. Just go do your thing, don't come back. And Lesley Ugochukwu is that player who I think deserves this permanent deal, because to me, I don't see him having any future at Chelsea in the coming years. I wonder why there was no buy clause or sell-on clause, but I think this is a very good player, in Lesley Ugochukwu. What a player that is. And David Oyston also, like I said, confirmed this. Burnley reached an agreement over Lesley Ugochukwu. So that's the second player today, to leave. Also, Chelsea also have another player leaving today as well, which is Carney Chukwuemeka. It is said that Borussia Dortmund has reinstated communication with Chelsea over the signing of, Carney Chukwuemeka. He has been linked with Leipzig. He has also been linked to Borussia Dortmund to return to Borussia Dortmund, but Chelsea wants this deal done permanently. Yes, permanently at this point, because too much loans doesn't give Chelsea the power to keep on buying players. So it's a very good deal if that happens, for Lesley, for Chukwuemeka rather, for Carney Chukwuemeka to go on a permanent deal, to Borussia Dortmund. I think that is a very, very good environment for him. I think that is an environment for him to actually thrive. I think that is an environment for him to actually play his best football, because it's the German league. It's not as physically demanding as the Premier League, and you have a whole lot of time to adapt. You have time to showcase your skill. You have time to show the world what you've done. He went there on a 6-month loan last season, and I think he did well. That is why they want him back. So having him go over to Germany to play football, I think it's a very, very good move for him. So that's it about that. Now let's move to the next story for today. Now, concerning that same sale I'm talking about already, like I said at the starting of this video, Chelsea outgoings has been incredible. All right, has been fantastic. Now, are you a football fan and you're not making money through football? Then obviously you're dulling, because as a football fan, I make money through football. That's why I bet with Linebet, a very fantastic company, a very reputable company who has the best cash out and the best odds in the market. And guess what? Dewbbury, who was the former striker of Liverpool and also who won the Champions League with Liverpool, is a brand ambassador to this company. So you could see how legit and how fantastic they are. They are also partners of AS Monaco in France. And we all know AS Monaco as a club who just signed Popowa. So they are partners with this very good club, a very reputable club in France. So you see, I bring to you legit information. So register on my promo code MikeWay10 to get 100% bonus on your very first deposit. Trust me, you're going to love this platform. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you could navigate through into this platform. So bet smart, bet wise, and bet with the best. Bet with Linebet. So these are the list of players that has left Chelsea this summer already, and list of players that are pending to leave Chelsea anytime soon. Now let's start. Noni Madueke, 48 million guaranteed fee. That's gone. Now Chelsea made a profit for Noni Madueke and João Felix put together. So that is a fantastic deal. João Felix is like for 26 million guaranteed. And let's not forget, there are also add-ons on most of these deals. Jojo Petrovic, 25 million. Amanjo Broja, undisclosed fee, I think it's 25 million. So let me know your thoughts concerning the first previous story, as I've actually given the Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall and the Lesley Chukwuemeka also. Then Matthew Zamogu, 12 million, permanent deal. Basha Humphries, 12 million, permanent deal. Ishe Samuel Smith, 6.5 million, permanent deal. Kepa, 5 million, permanent deal. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, 29 million, 25 million guaranteed there. Then add-ons make it 29 million, permanent deal. Lesley Ugochukwu, permanent deal. Carney Chukwuemeka is going permanent deal. So what a transfer, what the sporting directors will have. Now, notable loans, Maguire has gone on loan. Kendrick Paez, gone on loan. Penders, gone on loan. Sa, gone on loan. 3 of these 4 sales on loan has been Strasbourg. So we are strengthening our sister club, Strasbourg. And only Maguire remain, in the Premier League on loan with Sunderland. So what a transfer. See, Chelsea sales in the last couple of seasons, put together Man U, Arsenal, Liverpool, and the rest, Chelsea has made more sales than all these clubs put together. So that's why I always give credit to these sporting directors when they do something right, and always fault them and criticize them when they do something wrong. So very, very good deal for them, getting all this over the line. Then one player Chelsea wants him to stay, no matter the bid that is coming in. It is considered untouchable. Guess who? Kukurella will be staying at Chelsea this summer, and he has a new contract, ahead of him to sign. Now, Chelsea plans to offer new deal to Kukurella, key part of the long-time project. Al Nassr links not confirmed. No talks for CFCC Kukurella as an important player. Jarrell Hato would be a backup at left back and also key additions at centre back. So Jarrell Hato coming in will be Kukurella on the study, and will also play at centre back when needed. Kukurella is an untouchable player. We have few untouchable players in Chelsea. Cole Palmer, Kukurella, Moses Caicedo, Enzo, untouchable, because these guys have delivered over and over and over again. This Kukurella has played at the top of his game this season. He has been fantastic. He was the only player that didn't have, replacement. He was the only player that didn't have, players coming in for him. He was the only player that didn't have enough rest. He played almost every game this season. He's a machine. Having had to come in for him, fantastic deal for Chelsea. Now, giving him contract extension will be the best piece of business Chelsea will do in the next couple of weeks or days. Because Chelsea have lost good players on a free. Christensen on a free. Rudiger on a free. Some players who left on a free, which will not happen again. Alright? So that's why Chelsea are trying to facilitate the sales of Ben Chilwell and Sterling to avoid players not living on a free. Now, Kukurella, fantastic. If he signs that contract, very good. I'm sure he will sign, because definitely he loves Chelsea. And with the way he's playing, he deserves it. This is a reward for a very fantastic season with a very fantastic player. So tell me what you think about Kukurella. So let's move forward to the next story for today. Alexander Isak back in Newcastle after training at Real Sociedad facilities last week. Future yet to be clarified. As for the striker, as Newcastle have not opened doors for his exit as of now. He has made his intentions known. He wants to leave. He has made his intentions known. He wants to go. He has left for Sociedad, trained there for the last couple of days, trying to force his move away. And now, it is time for him to come back to Newcastle. But let it be known, Newcastle will not sell him unless they have a replacement. And Sesko, who they are after, is yet to decide where to go. Either Manchester United or Newcastle. While Newcastle are also having an alternative plan for Goncalo Ramos from PSG. So let's see how that happen, or how that will happen, because this is a very interesting story this summer. With after rejecting a first 120 million total package bid for Alexander Isak, a quality player, very good, in the Premier League, scored a couple of goals last season. But let's see what happens in the next few months. Another video will be coming up hopefully, and I'm going to critically explain players forcing their way out of the club, the good, the bad about it, the good side and the other side of it, because we have the likes of Ademola Lookman also, and Wisa. There's so many of them. So I'm going to do a video concerning that, and I'll explain extensively about that issue in football this season. But that'll be it for today concerning that'll be it for now concerning Kukurella and Chelsea outgoings. Also, Nkunku is going to leave the club, and other players are going to leave the club as well. Chelsea are also planning for Nico Jackson. Nicholas Jackson might also leave the club. Tyreek George should leave him. Maguire has gone. Broja has gone. Nkunku will definitely leave. So there are a lot of sales ongoing, in as much as Chelsea are still expecting 2 more signings this summer. But let me know what you think concerning all these stories. Let me know what you think concerning Kukurella. Let me know what you think concerning Lesley Ugochukwu, Dewsbury-Hall, Nkunku, Jackson. Everybody I've spoken about today. Let me know what you think. Always share your thoughts in the comment. If you're new to this channel, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, join this family, hit the notification bell until I come your way again next time. I remain your boy Mike Way. Stay cool. Cheers.